Today we will see top 10 plants for hanging baskets that can be grown very easily from cuttings, especially during monsoon. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Swati and you're watching Backyard Gardening. So the first plant from the list is Zebrina, which is also called as Wandering Jew plant. One of the gorgeous leafy plant that can be grown very easily in any kind of soil. They look amazing in hanging basket as well as if they are grown as ground cover. It can be grown in full sunlight to partial shade anywhere. All you need to do is just snip off its stem with 2 to 4 leaves and grow them in any size pot. You can grow multiple small cuttings in a pot to make it look more dense when they grow big. I have a separate video on this plant, so please do check it for detailed information. Second plant from the list is Tangled Heart plant, which is also called as pillow plant. It's a succulent, a very low maintenance and easy to grow plant. Tangled Heart has thick, waxy and shining leaves. You can grow this plant in full sunlight or even in partial shade. The best thing about this plant is it thrives even if overwatered, in spite of belonging to a succulent family. It has a very tender stem and it can be easily grown with the small cuttings in any size pot or in any kind of soil. The plant looks amazing in hanging baskets and it goes dormant in winters with its leaves and stems looking dull and yellow, but in summers and monsoon they thrive like anything. You can easily replicate them to several other pots of different sizes, and I must say that this is a must-have plant for every plant lover. The third plant from the list is Bolivian Jew, which is also called as turtle vine or creeping inch plant. It has gorgeous dark green and red leaves and it makes a great hanging basket plant. You can grow them in full sunlight to partial shade anywhere very easily, and it can be grown by small cuttings very easily. In fact, if you just throw its cuttings anywhere in the garden or in soil, it will cover the entire area with its vigorous growth within few weeks itself. A highly recommended plant for hanging baskets and for beginners in gardening. Fourth plant from the list is turtle vine. This is another variety of creeping inch plant with green color leaves. They thrive in full sunlight to partial shade and grows profusely with minimum care. They look stunning in hanging baskets and you can very easily grow them even with the small cuttings. You can grow them in any kind of soil as well, even in any size pot. A highly recommended plant to add in one's garden. Next plant from the list is Pothos, which is also known as money plant. Comes in many varieties: neon one, green color, marble pothos, variegated leaves. Every gardener's favorite house plant, which is grown in soil as well as in water and loves to grow in partial shade. Very easy to grow from its cuttings. I have a detailed video on this plant. Please do check it for complete information. I have shared how to grow them in water as well as how to grow them in soil. Next gorgeous plant from the list is rockweed with gorgeous light green color leaves. This plant can be grown in full sunlight as well as in partial shade anywhere. With minimum care, it grows profusely and you can very easily replicate this plant in many other pots with its stem cuttings. Just take a small cutting and insert it into soil and they will thrive. I have a detailed video on this plant. You can check for more information. Next plant from the list is lipstick plant. Coming to this gorgeous yet rare flowering plant for hanging basket, which can be very easily grown from its stem cuttings. They bloom almost round the year on and off. with beautiful deep red color flowers which looks like lipstick. You can grow them in full sunlight to partial shade anywhere. I have a detailed video on this plant as well. So please do check it for complete information. Eighth plant from the list is Wedelia, another amazing flowering plant that can be grown very easily from its cutting. They bloom round the year in full sunlight as well as in partial shade. Basically, it's a zero maintenance plant. You can grow them in hanging baskets or even in ground. Just snip off the stem and insert it into any kind of soil. You don't need to put any fertilizer, don't need to prepare any special potting mix for this, and you can grow them as a ground cover as well. I have a detailed video on this plant. You can check it for more information. Next plant from the list is the spider plant, another common yet very popular house plant with beautiful foliage. Loves to thrive in partial shade, and they produce spider-like baby plants with well-developed roots which can be separated and grown in other pot. They look amazing in hanging baskets, and it's a very low maintenance plant. It's an air purifier plant as well. I have a detailed separate video on this plant. Please do check it for complete information. A highly recommended plant for beginners in gardening. The last plant from the list is velvet leaf philodendron. It's a vine variety of philodendron with velvety textured leaves. Very easy to grow from cuttings like many plants. Loves partial shade, and it comes in another variety which has green leaves. Propagation method, plant care, sunlight requirement, everything is same as money plants. So I hope you liked today's video. That's all for today. See you.